So Panasonic launched the S1R a few months ago and we had our hands on it to test it for a good 2 weeks. I'm Nikhil Pereira and you're watching On Air on Digital Studio Middle East. So Panasonic launched the over 40 megapixel camera just a couple of months ago, and it's not only targeted for photo but for video as well. Now, we had somebody in-house in ITP use this camera quite extensively, and so I'll spare you all the jargon and I'm going to get Mo to tell us more about the Panasonic S1R. Mo. Hey, what's up,
thanks
man?
for having me, Nico.
Yeah, my pleasure,
on
man.
the show.
Right, so you use this baby, which retails for about 15,000 AED in the UAE. Give us an idea about how you felt, your initial impressions.
Yeah, so this is, like you said, a photo-first camera, but it does have a lot of interesting video features, just like its cousin, the S1 and the S1H. It does shoot 4K 60, which is something unheard of for full frame in the DSLR market. Overall, the image quality so far, I've been very impressed with it.
One of the first things you said to me, and even I felt when we unboxed this, was the weight. Is that a problem? Because for a mirrorless, this does feel a bit more heavier.
I don't think so. What I like is actually a little bit more weight on my cameras.
Okay.
I actually own an X-T3, which is a much smaller camera. And I've added the battery grip just to give me a little more weight.
Okay.
So it's not as jittery. And I do like the bigger grip. It's to be expected because you do need a slightly bigger camera in order to dissipate the heat.
Okay.
Otherwise it would overheat like some other cameras.
Now, this camera is up against the likes of the Z6, the EOS R, and you can even throw in probably the Sony A7R IV, which is just recently launched. How do you think this is going to hold up in a market that's already now quite dominated by the big three, which is Sony, Nikon, and obviously Canon?
Well, I think Panasonic definitely has a huge fan base, especially after they came out with the GH5 and the GH4. It really changed the market, and that was in micro four thirds. And they're really showing what they can do here.
Okay.
It's there's a lot of potential for Panasonic right now.
Okay, cool. How many stars would you give this out of 5?
For photo or video?
Let's say for video first, because that's what you used it mainly for.
All right. For video, honestly, the quality is really good, and there are a lot of features, a lot of really impressive specs. But the price range is a bit high compared to the competition. Probably between a 3.5 and a 4.
Okay, 3.5 out of 4, or 3.5 or 4 out of 5, which after all said and done is not bad. Appreciate it, Mo. Thank you so much for using this camera and giving us your honest feedback on it. And maybe until the next one.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, pleasure. All right, so that was the S1R, one of the first reviews that we're bringing to you on Digital Studio Middle East. Now, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon for all the latest in the world of studio and broadcast in the Middle East. Until next time, this is me, Nikhil Pereira, signing off.